Okay, Malik Quiñones. Looks like a nice Puerto Rican prospect. We're going to talk about him and really kind of break down what I think about him in this video. We're going to take a look at his last fight. Also, we're going to try to break that down and a little bit something that happened, or was said rather, in the post-fight interview, which I thought was very, very professional and unbiased by the commentators who actually interviewed him. But first, real quick, we're going to do a little PSA. Now that I have your attention. Public service announcement. Listen, if you're here because you want expert opinions of a, historian of Puerto Rican boxing, you want to know what a catch and shoot is, you want to know about training regimens, you want to know about cutting off the ring, fighting off the back foot, and all of that, well, then maybe this is not the place for you, right? And also, my takes are not wild takes, 2-1-1. Now, here's the thing. Malik gave Juanmita, in my opinion, the best fight that he's had, right? The roughest fight that he's had. And I'll tell you where I think each one of them now ranks amongst each other, right? In comparison to at the end of this fight. Listen, also, if you guys don't listen to Puerto Rican commentating, ya missing out, porque esta gente tan loca. Mira, desde el principio sale Malik. Tengo Juanmita en la mente. Malik comes out swinging. I like his stance, and this Mexican is coming straight out to knock out Malik also. I'm wondering, does Malik's team believe in his power more than his record shows? He only has 3 fights up to this point, right? And now he has officially 2 stoppages, but we're going to see how this goes out. I mean, look, he's going to war. I like that he's throwing his punches tight, that he's not looping them too wide. Sort of like that overhand that the Mexican just threw. Soleto, right? Soleto, that's his name. Malik has technique, but his technique in this fight is to brawl. He's doing sort of an impersonation of boxer puncher Arturo Garis, Subriel Matías, sort of an impersonation in a sense. And I say that, again, with the highest regard of what that is, right? They kind of held him through that uppercut there. The referee didn't say a damn thing. I mean, look, they're going to war. He's not afraid to engage. That's another thing. If he can keep his winning streak alive and get more in tune and get some fights in the States, his style is fan friendly. I mean, you're going to go to see a Malik Quiñones fight, you might get this. But we're going to get to that because he said something different at the end. I mean, he's trying to work the body. He's digging in, right? So he was looking to dig into the body. I like that when fighters actually dip and they look to see where the body is and they try to dig in. They're not just like flailing, like he's dipping and trying to go around that guard, trying to go against those low elbows, right? Because the Mexican was bringing down his elbows. Look, again, leading with the head, right? Got to be careful with that in the long run. Dipping some punches. I like that. He said he was going to work on stuff like that, like trying to dip punches, slip punches, stepping away from the offense that the opponent is bringing right there, but didn't pull back. Nice combinations. Kind of falls in too much for me right now at this stage in his career. Like he's falling in too much and kind of stopping his own momentum. They're trying to wake up the kid in the corner. Again, they're going to war. I mean, again, these are young prospects. These are kids in the game. Kids, 22 years old, young men, but kids in the game, right? They're not experienced like Xander Zayas is at 22. They're just starting to get their feet wet. So it looks rather amateurish at times, and I understand that, and I'm looking at it through that eye. Malik has been training, I think, with Collazo as well. Nice overhand. I mean, he's just working. Malik is just working. There's nothing here for me to say except that he's shooting the hooks to the body, hooks up top, keeping his hands busy. There's not a lot of finessing or finesse work being done. It's a lot of hard work right there with the right hook. He's hook friendly, uppercuts down to the body. Pressure. That's all he's doing. He's keeping his opponent on the back foot. There's so much pressure being put on by Malik. Look, see, like he just walking to his opponent, right? Pat, take a step. He's dipping, trying to, find his range. He's not shooting his punches from too far out, so he understands his range a little. I want a little more of the head movement. He's just kind of walking into a lot of shots sometimes. Again, fan friendly. And right here, that's when they stopped the fight. Now let's take a look at that again, because I didn't understand why the ref stopped the fight there, but I kind of understand maybe, right? So here he is, right? Malik is working. He's connecting, but the kid is throwing back. Malik connected right there hard. Again, but right there they both connected. Malik again working the body. Kid's trying to work the body back. And he almost right here, right? He catches one. And maybe here he looked like he didn't want to fight anymore. And that's what the ref stepped in. The kid, I think, just made a mental mistake. I don't know how they had it scored up to that point. They didn't say. At least I didn't hear. But it looked like el árbitro posiblemente pensó que cuando él se viró así y caminó, que él no quería pelear más nada. Like he didn't want to fight no more. Like he resigned. So the kid kind of made a mental mistake. Un error mental. Tú sabes que se confundió en el momento and then he walked off. You know what I'm saying? And that he has no one to blame but himself for that. Malik doing those old school tricks, putting weight on the back of the neck when he's above his opponent. Here's the interview. I like this interview. They ask him good questions. And then the dark-skinned gentleman with the glasses, with the bald head, he asked the best question out of all, and we're going to take a look at that.
Gran actuación